this. All right, so here's what's going on. Our main feature tonight, as you can see on the board, is, and I'll give you the backstory on this whole thing, which is really interesting because on Cough Country News, we try to blend what we're doing between cannabis news, which is like current stuff. Then we try to blend in things that are about us, news about Cough Country. So we try to make a small sliver of that about that.
Right.
But then there's this other component, and what we call those evergreen stories. So these are stories that don't really have any relevance to specific time.
They're evergreen.
They're evergreen. And so they're good yesterday, they're good tomorrow, they're good 2 years ago, and they're going to be good 2 years from now. So that's kind of where we're at. And so what we did in that segment of what we do for the news, we came up with a segment called Strains of Yesterday. And Strains of Yesterday is basically a feature of all of the old land races and really historical, foundational strains that, you know, much of the industry was built on, and what a lot of, you know, OGs grew up.
What you remember from high school.
What they remember. And so what we thought we would do is go back and take another look at, we're going to look at the video that we did about it. Right. But also, we're going to look in detail to the comments, because some of the comments are absolutely amazing that associate people. What I really found super interesting with this, and we'll talk about this as it goes on, it's so damn interesting that when you give folks an avenue to think about something from the past that was so significant and meant so much to them, and then you kind of like, after all these years, you kind of start talking about it again.
On it,
and everybody has these triggered memories, and some of these stories are literally fantastic. Yeah. So what we're going to do first is, there it is, Strains of Yesterday, Panama Red. Panama Red.
Look at the color on that.
Yeah, and I think that's probably a little exaggerated. We've got some pictures of it that we'll put up here. Matter of fact, Jeff, why don't we go ahead and put up a picture of what I think is probably one of the more authentic pictures that I could locate of what Panama Red actually looks like. And, you know, and you can see that this is kind of untrimmed and so forth. But,
look at that.
You know, that's got like a whole different type of look to it. And this is like the sativas of all sativas. I mean, really, you know, Panama Red was a really trippy high. And I'm not going to, I'll let Steve do, we have the video, we'll let Steve do the intro and talk about it. But yeah, so, and Jeff, also, if you can go ahead and put up the, just some information about the strain. Go full screen with it, because no one's going to be able to see that. And it just gives you some, you know, some ideas on the indoor, the outdoor, and some of the statistics on it. It is very interesting as you read about this that there's a lot of companies and folks that have seeds, but there's a lot of criticism that they're not the pure land race that was from back in the day. Now, there are some folks that say they have the original. They've got seeds from the original, and they're able to recreate this. But, excuse me, but part of this is where you grow it and what elevation you grow it, and whether you've got the seeds or not. Sometimes you don't have the conditions to recreate it like that, as I understand it. And I'm no expert. I'm not trying to pretend to be one.
Well, it's
either.
like that with any plant, right? Like people who grow roses or grow tomatoes even, they'll tell you Jersey soil's better for tomatoes, or, you know, and you can't grow a tomato north of wherever.
True.
So, yeah, it definitely impacts.
I grow a lot of stuff, and that is definitely the truth.
Yeah.
In different mediums and stuff like that, just to see.
Yep. So, so what we have is a video that Steve did, it's probably a little over a year ago, and it's on Panama Red. We're going to play it. It's 3 minutes long. It's informative, but in Steve's style, he sings you a song in the whole 9 yards.
Are we going to watch that now, or is that later?
Yeah, we're going to watch that now.
Okay, awesome.
Go ahead, play it now.
Up with our series on Strains of Yesterday, and it's about time we talked about our favorite redhead, Panama Red. Now, there are all sorts of stories out there of people trying it back in the day and coming back around asking, what the hell was that? It was the most psychedelic high out of anything people could get their hands on, and they were paying top dollar to do it. Panama Red was not the cheap option, often costing stoners twice what they were used to paying. But for a pure sativa landrace with a mellow, happy onset that rushed to an intense, almost trippy high, it was well worth every penny. The Panamanian red weed was, of course, native to Panama, and its tropical mountains, nestled right above the South American continent, which is probably how it got there in the first place. It was mostly grown on the Pacific side of the country, you know, where the rain's a little gentler and the land a little friendlier to agriculture. And in the 70s, they were growing tons of it. The locals used cannabis, but, you know, not in the way Americans and Europeans did, and that's where most of it wound up going. But once the cocaine trade came to town, that started the decline of the red bud. Cocaine offered farmers more bang for their illegal buck, and hardened criminal organizations kind of encouraged the shift. Cannabis stuck around, but it's nothing like what it once was. They say the only place that really continued the tradition of growing the pure native strain was on the sparsely populated Pearl Islands off the south coast, where apparently the climate is absolutely perfect for growing cannabis. I mean, mild temperatures, consistent breeze, good soil and humidity, and dense forests kept the grows from being found out. It was removed from the mainland, so, you know, not much was going on there. So we probably have that island chain to thank for keeping Panama Red from going extinct. So no one knows exactly when it started appearing in the States, but in the 70s, it was so popular it was being referenced on TV and in film, like in the 1976 movie Panama Red, featuring the legendary porn actor John Holmes. And the group New Riders of the Purple Sage even have the strain to thank for their only real hit, Panama Red. Panama Red. It'll steal your woman, then it'll rob your head. Panama Red. In 1973. Thank you. Thank you. Stop. As opposed to some other strains that had environmental factors to thank for their unique traits, Panamanian gets its rusty color through its genetics. It's passed on through an elevated amount of anthocyanins, a type of flavonoid you find in the skins of blueberries and grapes, bringing out the reddish and purplish hues. The bud's tall and thin, like a true sativa, covered in small hairs that turn red as the plant matures. But because it takes an incredibly long time to grow and can reach over 6 feet tall, it fell out of popularity with the cultivators who wanted a quicker, easier turnaround. So today, true Panama Red is incredibly hard to find in its pure form. But some have said they still are able to find it. So if you've had the privilege to light up the red, let me know in the comments. I want to hear about it.
All right. Well, what did you think about that? Did you learn something?
Yeah, I did. So
what did you pick up? Like what stood out for you on that?
Well, I remembered, you know, how Panama Red looked back in the day, and it is very, very colorful. Kind of more of like a burgundy type thing, but
like,
it's
like
reddish.
The picture we had.
Yeah. So I can see why that's
like
that's
an
a little.
orangey.
Yeah. So it's very distinguished looking. And of course, you know, back in the day, it was only, you know, we only knew of a few strains back in the day.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen it in years. I actually bought some at a dispensary.
But it's not the same.
But it's not the same.
It's not the same. That's the problem. So people say they have Panama Red, but like the question is, you know, Steve said it's incredibly hard to find in its original form.
Right.
A lot of people are saying, "Yo, I got it." Is it in its original form? And even, you know, we looked at some of the seed people, and there's I don't even know which the name is, so I'm not going to get it wrong. But one of the websites actually said that they went through all these different seeds from seed banks, grew this shit out, and you know they're saying, okay, it's not pure,
right,
until they found the pure, and when they found the pure, they knew they had the pure because you can tell the difference, and so now they say that they have this, but just because you have it doesn't mean that you're going to have the ocean breezes and the elevation with the right humidity and all those the conditions that make it what it is and where it natively grew.
Mm-hmm.
So, hang on.
Is there
Vince.
any still natively
I'm going to bring you
growing?
back in. I'm sorry. Hang on a second. All right, we got the barbershop back in. Hey, listen, let's go over and see how the haircut's going real quick.
It's going really well.
What's happening over there?
See the texture this man has?
Yeah, can we zoom in a little bit, control room, and take a look at Toddy's hair?
So if you notice, it kind of looks like it's a little fuller here since we took some of that.
All right, we're coming in now. All right, now.
We'll have to have a box of the before, but you know, we'll see right here is a lot fuller now that this is a little tighter and textured in. And here's some great texture.
Did you tell him about the whole body count thing after he gets a haircut here?
Well, we got to get there.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell him yet.
We didn't get there yet.
All right, okay, gotcha.
Don't rush it.
We'll decide that later.
Yeah.
Todd looks a little worried.
That's okay. We have all types of surprises for him. Bruh. All right, bring it back to us. And then what we're going to do, control room, is let's go through. I want to go through these comments because the comments are so awesome about Panama Red.
You guys could turn me off if you want.
All right, we'll do it. All right, so go ahead. Let's go full screen, and you can kind of bring us on in a smaller box. And let's bring up the
comments.
Let's bring up the first comment.
Oh, who's there?
It's coming. All right, Todd, I will go ahead and let you read this bad boy.
All right. So this is from David Powers, 68, 67, a year ago. I was on the east coast of Costa Rica. I hopped down the deserted beach all the way to the Panamanian border, set up camp, was fishing for my dinner when these two guys came paddling up from Panama in a dugout canoe. They were shocked to see me, especially with my long hair and beard. After a little conversation, they pulled back a tarp in the middle of the canoe. It was full of Panama Red. I ended up with about a pound for the equivalent of $5 US. I ended up camping there for about 3 weeks.
Yep. Wow.
That's a great trip.
How long ago? It's not up there, huh?
Doesn't say.
Oh, that's a shame.
But, you know, these are stories from long ago. Most of these stories are from long ago.
I guess so. Yeah.
And as you go through them, you'll see. So pretty cool, right?
That's a really cool story.
So go back real quick. Can we go back real quick? Is that possible? So David Powers, 6867. Great story. Thanks for contributing, and glad we got to take a look at your comment.
If you're watching this, like that video or like that comment.
So Ricky Howe, 4721, he writes, I'm 73 and had the pleasure of smoking Panama Red, and to this day, nothing can compare. I went to a Christmas party with the end of my OZ of Red, could only roll 2 skinny joints and wiped out 13 people with laughter. Wow.
You know, they say that all marijuana is stronger nowadays. Like, is today's stronger than what Panama Red would have been like?
Yeah, I mean, the way they're growing today, now everything's kind of potent now. Yeah. In fact, so, you know, back in the day, we used to call that Panama Red, the Acapulco Gold, that was regular weed.
Right.
Okay, then all of a sudden, the first thing when it got exotic, first I heard of back in the day was like, a friend of mine said, I got some Sensimillion.
Yeah.
And that's when the first got the smell.
Yep.
You know, there's that and the high potency.
Yeah, the skunky stuff.
So yeah, it's gotten stronger.
It's gotten stronger, but the one thing that you'll see a lot of people say is that the psychedelic or the trippy part of the high then was quite different than what you can get now because things are so strong right now.
That could be, yeah.
So there is quite a difference from what I read in terms of the high.
Yeah, well, it may have been bred to have a higher THC
I don't even know if I smoked Panama Red, to be honest with you. I can't tell you if I did or I didn't. I don't even know. I probably did. All right, Bill, you want to take this one?
Sure. This is from Edward Brindley, 7572, from a year ago. Had this back in the 80s with 6 friends. Was down in the basement, as usual, playing some darts. Was able to get half an ounce for $60. Roll one up. Light it, all 7 of us, so bad. Mom came down to ask what we were doing, and I told her, watching TV. She replied, let me help turn the TV on. We were so lit up fun times.
They're so stoned they're watching TV that wasn't even on.
Watching TV. Well, let me turn it on for you.
Yeah, you got to turn that shit on, man, if you want to see it.
If you want mom to believe you're watching.
That's a fun day with your friends.
What do you think? What do you think, Linz?
That is so funny. I wonder too, though, like, isn't the THC lower back then? Do you think maybe people are just like had a good time, so they like love the strain even more?
Yeah, I think that's a possibility.
Very nostalgic. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of love that. I went to a concert last year, and I feel like it used to smell different, and it was a concert from people in the 90s, and I think they saved the weed from that. It was like Escape, Maya, you know.
Hey, Lindsay, do you want to read this comment from
Sure.
Bill Crest, 2606?
Absolutely. Which way do you want me to look?
Backwards, please.
This way?
Oh, we can't see you.
Oh, okay. It was spring break, Marx Brothers Marathon Week.
Marx Brothers.
Oh, sorry. Marx Brothers Marathon Week. No school for us, 16-year-olds. And everyone's parents were at work. My buddy's sister was a hard rock DJ in the 70s. And she got all the good stuff. You had to take smallish hits with red because it expanded like crazy. It expanded like crazy in your lungs. We got so high that we could barely make Totino's frozen pizza.
You got to be pretty high.
See, this is why I love these stories because,
That's cool.
like, when you start thinking about like all the old shit, like you're thinking about like this. I guess what got me is it says because it expanded like crazy in your lungs.
Right.
Ain't no smoke expanding crazy in your lungs. We all know that, right?
I was going to question that. Yeah.
But when you're younger. And you're doing these things that are so like grandioso, like smoking some Panama Red,
right.
Man, you just like people create things, and that's what you'll see. A lot of the theme of this is very imaginative shit.
Right.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Creative remembering?
Yes.
I think it's a good thing. Like, I'm like, if placebos, same thing, you know, if it's something good. My mom and her girlfriends had a really good time, and they wanted me to try these edibles, and they weren't anything great. And I'm like, guys, you just had a really fun time. Like, I think that was it. Like, you guys just had a good time when you ate them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it makes sense. I mean, you listen to these stories. These guys had a good time.
Yeah, they had a good time. And obviously from these things. So this Banana Papers, right?
You know, I just want to point one thing out. Those last two stories, both of them started, we were 16 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Right?
you go.
That's a news
Good
story
time.
we're going to talk about later.
So Banana Papers
We
writes.
started kind of late.
So Banana Papers writes, my dad was in the Army. I went to high school in Panama, 77, 78, 79. So he was in the Army, stationed there. He went to high school there, 78, 78, 77, 8, and 9. Ounce was $10. Pound was 80. Over 5 pounds was 50 each. My name on here is Banana Papers because that's what we used to roll gigantic joints with. Man, right on, brother.
There you go.
Shout out to Banana. You're the man.
$10 ounces, man.
Fuck yeah.
Did he roll the joint in a banana skin?
No, banana.
That's banana paper.
Banana
paper.
It's
Yeah.
like flavor paper, probably.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's what it was. Probably some sort of natural fucking paper from the banana tree or plant or whatever the fuck it is.
Well, it's true, Panama.
Man,
Yeah, you dig the banana out, you fill it with weed, and
let's be real. None of us know what the fuck it is.
banana papers. Give us another comment.
Todd, do you
Explain
know
it
what
to
they're
us.
talking about?
Nobody knows. They're literally maybe leaves because they didn't have anything back then. It was
Right.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Right. You're not rolling up to 7-Eleven and buying some fucking
You probably had an
Banana papers?
apple
Yeah, I mean,
and
you're
a
not-
banana. That's it. Get your life together.
Let me get a pack of Raws. All right. So go ahead, Todd.
So this J Shaft, 3179. We have some really rusty, crusty red hair buds last summer.
I don't know how I feel about
I
that.
had the old school Panama back in the 80s. This was pretty close to the buds I remember. Weird, reddish, rusty orange pinkish, color all over the buds with bright, almost neon red and blood red hairs. It was so psychedelic, my friend went to the hospital for anxiety and mild hallucinations.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what you were saying earlier.
Wrong term for
It
you.
sounds like we need to find the original. Where is that?
Weird, reddish, rusty, orange, pinkish color. It reminds me of my prom date. I just want to.
That's what color Bill's dress was. Well, Jay Shaft, hey man, that's great. Like, you couldn't be more descriptive when you said we had some really rusty, crusty, red-haired buds last summer.
Did anybody immediately think of like just something you would call a dirty girl? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mentioned my prom date.
You said your prom date?
Next comment. All right, Bill, go ahead, hit this.
Me. Okay.
My voice is not going to last.
This is from Dave Apple 205. Hell yeah. We were paying top dollar for Panama Red. $35 a lid was outrageous.
A lid.
But we put our teenage money together from mowing lawns and crap to buy it. It was only around a year or so that it disappeared, never to be seen again. The same with tie sticks, and we talked about tie sticks.
And listen, that's true. Like, I mean, when we did get this kind of stuff, it wasn't regular, and you couldn't get it all the time.
No,
Was
the
this
tie
like when
stick was
Quaaludes were a thing?
Yeah.
Is that where we're talking?
No.
What, Linz?
Is this like when Quaaludes were a thing?
I don't know.
I
We don't know nothing
80s.
about Quaaludes.
But I tell you,
yes,
but tie
yes.
stick.
Jeff said yes.
Tie
Okay.
stick was the best, and that's how but it only came around. It was a treat. It wasn't regularly available.
We got that. I got chocolate tie. I know I got chocolate
tie.
Chocolate tie at least two times, and it was probably some of the most amazing shit I ever had.
Yes, no doubt. You
No
get some
doubt.
tie stick.
And
That's
it's, And it's nothing like anything else we ever had gotten
That's
before.
right.
Like, we got this shit. We're like, what the fuck is this shit? We didn't know what it was. We didn't know what it was.
Right.
We knew what it was years after.
Right, okay.
What year was this?
I'm not saying.
Well, I just,
Don't fucking tell her. Don't fucking tell
I'm
her.
trying to paint a picture in my head.
Don't tell her.
Clearly, it's from yesterday.
No, don't say it. All right. Joseph Platanaya, 5393. I had some back then. It was indeed special. Trippy indeed. I was a beginner, and that shit made you silly. What fun. Everybody says it was a trippy, psychedelic high.
That's the common theme.
Common theme. Next comment.
They must have bred that out of it.
I had a big sigh from the barbershop. Is everybody okay back there?
Everybody's
Okay.
doing great.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Go ahead, somebody.
Dean Stevens, 5940. Lindsay, I'm sorry.
Oh, sweet memories. I bet I haven't seen any
Lynn's lovely.
Panama Red since 1982. I like that year or so.
Goddamn.
I see what he's saying. Goddamn shame too. It wasn't crazy high in the THC percentage as are today's strains, but that was the most psychedelic buzz that I ever had gotten from an herb. Sativas always take longer to turn around, though. Damn, now I'm gonna spend the rest of my evening looking for land race genetics. Thanks for the video. I'm drooling now.
Right on. Right on,
Fond
Dean.
memories.
Right on, Dean, Steven.
seriously.
I'm finding this stuff.
I'm thinking we ought to bring in Hooked on Phonics for some remedial work around here. What do you guys think?
I didn't see you reading it.
Damn, Ned, you ain't right.
All right.
I will fight you.
All right,
again.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
There go that G girl right
Yeah,
there.
she got to tear it up.
Oh, shit, I can't read this. It's too long for me to read.
Google
Karma,
user
right back
661.
All right, Bill, you can
Okay.
take this one.
I bought a
Todd, take
dime.
it.
Oh, go
Todd,
ahead.
take this one.
I bought a dime in the 90s. Friend stole it from his dad.
I love how this one started off already.
The bud was red with red hairs and were red, and even the stem was reddish. Never seen anything like it before or since. 3 of us, me, my brother, and my cousin from Chicago. This dime was small, 2 penny joints. We smoked one, and the next thing I remember, we were standing in a circle, bobbing our heads to some music, and I remember my brother snapping out and saying, "What are we doing?" And we all looked at each other high out of our minds. We smoked the other one, and the next thing I remember is just eating and eating. That all happened after school. My parents got home after work around 7 p.m., and we were all passed out. Every dish in the house was piled in the kitchen, and we were all passed out in different locations. Psychedelic high, yes, redder weed than I've ever seen. So I'm guessing we got some Panama Red in 1996 in Paris, Tennessee.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Can you guys send in more stories? Because this is awesome.
Yeah, Google
Yeah,
user.
they're very emphatic. The experience is very you know, they
Detail.
remember.
They
This-
brought us there.
This video got like 86,000 views and like 350 comments.
I love it.
I think it got close to like 1,000 subscribers.
Wow.
This
I want
one
to hear
video.
everybody's stories.
Mr. Century Joe.
Hooked on
Country
Karma.
Joe. Mr.
Karma,
Country Joe.
karma.
What's up, Country Joe? I figured your name out, brother. I smoked in 74, 35 a lid. Mexican was 35 quarter pound. Great smoke. I can tell you, Mexican ain't great smoke nowadays. Being in mountains of Panama, 80s, it smells and tastes like it's home. A taste, smell, and flavor, high, not easily forgot. Excuse me, guys. Getting over some illness and yearned for every sense. Okay, next. Take it.
Jay Shaft, 3179. Did Jay comment before?
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah,
one.
this is Rusty Crusty Dusty.
All right,
okay.
let's go past that one.
Farmer John, 2262. I was a stoner here in Florida back in the 70s, and it was the bomb. Panama Red, Colombian Gold, Jamaican, you name it. They all had incredible taste and aroma that the strains we have today cannot equal. Yeah.
Interesting.
I noticed
Yeah,
it's so
it did
light
smell
now.
better back in the day.
I love how this one starts off. Stoner here, Florida.
Florida man.
Hey, Stoner here.
You gotta put that out there.
I love that shit. Well, you don't have to tell us, Farmer John. We get it around here,
Yeah,
brother.
it's the bomb, baby.
Lee D, 4968. I had a teacher in middle school, mid-70s, who told me his handle on the CB radio was Panama Red. And by the looks of him, he surely meant it.
There you go. There you go.
Panama Red.
I grew
Right on.
Probably a ginger.
Passion 535. I grew up in the 60s and 70s and never had a chance to try it. We had available to us commercial Mexican, which most was outstanding. Then it went to what? What's that?
Oxcon.
Oxycontin.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Spelled differently? Okay. Then to
Mohocan.
Okay.
Michoacan.
Michoacan.
I can't
Yeah, I
roll
don't
my
know how to
tongue.
pronounce
Part
so-
Indian? How do you know this?
Then to, go ahead. Say with
He
the.
used to run.
Michoacan.
I can't roll my tongue.
Sinsamela.
Yeah, listen to Todd back there. He's a scholar.
Why don't you read that one?
From the beginning?
Yeah, you read it,
Yeah,
Todd.
start over.
I grew
So,
up.
then to the
You just did-
Mohocan, then to Sensimilia. So Sensimilia was when I first found out there was a next level weed after smoking all that Panama Red and everything. Sensimilia was
Yeah,
the
we were-
first word
It was
I
like
heard.
Pine Bud
Bro.
back then?
We were just on the verge to see if Todd could read.
I can read a little bit.
Not you.
Oh.
Our guest.
Well, you know, let's see if he can read it.
All right, let's see, Todd.
You want to hear all this again?
Yes.
Okay, I grew up in the 60s and 70s and never had a chance to try it. We had available to us commercial Mexican, which most was outstanding. Then it went to Oxycontin, then to Michoacan, then to Sensimilia, seedless. Then came Colombian, both brown and gold. We even started to get some Acapulco Gold. Hey, he's got a rhyme here. Once I lived in the mountains of North Puebla
Yeah.
and Veracruz, and had a chance. Read more.
This person seems
Yeah,
like.
what's going on? Is this a two-parter here? What
What's
happened?
this,
I
a
want to
history
hang
lesson?
out with Passion.
Motherfucker, how was the weed?
Where's the rest
I
of the
think
story?
he's like strumming a guitar
They're
while
a
he's doing
good
this.
time. This person's a good time.
All right, so Passion 535 writes.
We just-
No, we just did
We
that one.
never read more.
Bill Kress.
We did that.
We
We
did
Yeah,
it?
we did this one.
Are they repeating? Are we repeating?
You know,
There you go.
another common theme is
Norman
that
Robinson.
none of these guys use spell check.
Yes.
Listen, when you
Stoners.
re-comment, nobody. Listen, comments are butchered the fuck out, man. Comments are butchered out.
That's okay.
Norman Robinson 8025. Another trait of the red was when you topped it, the sap that would leak out was also red. It looked as if the plant was bleeding.
Oh, that's some nice resin. You know, the high quality weed is resin.
What does he mean when he said topped it, when you topped it? What does that mean?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering as well.
He means
Another term.
Put the
When you
hash
cut
on
it.
top of it?
No, when you cut it when it was growing, probably.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, that makes
I
sense.
don't know.
totally made that
Oh,
up.
a growing part of it? The
stupid?
growing
Yeah.
Are
process?
you a stupid person?
Yeah, like if you chop off a leaf.
Oh, okay, okay,
topping.
okay.
Can't wait until my sound
Okay.
maker comes in the
And
mail.
the sap was red.
All right.
I was born, this is Joshua Hawkins, 2743. I was born in the early 80s, so obviously this was before my time. I wish my dad was around so I could ask him about it. We started smoking together when I was 13. Yeah, I said it. And there isn't a damn thing anyone can do about it because he passed away 2 years ago. But sorry, we're sorry to hear that. But my dad was awesome. He sounds it. Said he would rather me smoke at home with him and be safe than to be with friends smoking shit that maybe. Can we read more?
I don't think we can. I don't think we can.
Well,
Maybe
you know
taint it
what?
with something.
Joshua, thank you for letting us know, and you're allowed to say it.
Yeah, brother. Listen, these stories like that, where somebody's got like that type of memory with their dad doing
Yeah.
that. I mean, listen, that's pretty amazing. I really think that's awesome.
I have the best memories.
And you got such a great memory with your dad, brother. It's awesome.
Yeah. Me and my mom were like that, and it's just like
It's
a whole
awesome.
new adult
It's awesome.
relationship.
James Stepp, 1925. Why don't you read that for me?
Had all the time when I was a kid in Florida. Had that all the time when I was a kid in Florida. It was so strong, it was almost no fun to smoke. Sativas are like that. Make you sweat and paranoid, thinking people in the other room are talking about you. Make your heart race. They can be grown indoors, even with a 14-week flowering cycle. But it's a master class.
I mean, I have heard that it's challenging to grow.
I can see that.
Sounds like bad coke.
Now, I haven't hit anything too strong that wasn't fun to smoke. So, like, I'm not, everybody has different tolerance levels.
I'm not sure those did James enjoy it?
I don't know.
He made it sound like he got all paranoid and sweaty.
Yeah.
I would recommend James probably. I wouldn't
Do
go-
some hybrid and indica.
and
Fall back.
yeah, and some yoga and some
Meditation.
yoga.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah.
Take a bath.
Get your ass at
What's it say? Todd?
cannabis drinking a fucking indica. Sit your ass down somewhere.
And a Xana.
Go ahead, man. Fucking Bob Darker.
All right, so we got Arthur Pitts 6204. I had a pound once. It was as red as you can get, and it smelled just like red Lebanese hash. The seeds were red. Never saw it again. 1972. It was one of my top 3 buds of my life. It must have gone extinct. Only saw it once.
Wow. Smelled
Tell
just
you,
like
they
red
fond
Lebanese
memories,
hash.
man. We got to get some of this goddamn Panama
I
Red.
think
Yeah.
people feel really justified to be able to finally say it.
You
You
guys,
got it.
reach out to us if you got some real
Got a
shit.
pound.
Yeah, you know the real Panama Red. Hit us up.
Hit us up. We're down. All right. So that was a walk
was
down
interesting, yeah.
other people's memory lane.
Those are cool memories.
I think they are.
That was really neat.
And, there were some common themes in there. It's a trippy, psychedelic type of high. I think when you get the real stuff, you kind of know it. I mean, they all describe it very similarly.
Yeah. Do you
and-
ever feel trippy when you smoke it nowadays?
Nah,
No.
I really
I
don't.
wonder
Do
if
you?
that's just been bred out. No.
Todd Father?
Trippy?
Yeah, I really don't feel trippy.
Yeah.
Nah, me neither. Well, bring back the trippy days. We're down. We're down. All right, so control room. Why don't we get a commercial queued up? And we have a commercial queued up. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We are going to go to commercial. When we come back, we're going to go over some news stories that we got. And we also have strain of the day, which is...
Strain of the day is hot sauce number 9.
All right, guys, hot sauce number 9. If you haven't had hot sauce number 9, you're going to want to come back and check this out. And check that shit
look at
out.
that.
Look at
There you
that.
go.
I thought it was going to be the
Jeff's on
red.
top of this shit.
Now, could you go right to number 9 without doing hot sauce 1 through 8?
Well, we found out today there's a hot sauce number 18.
Yeah, I
too.
saw 18, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to turn down 9 because I ain't had
Yeah.
1 through 8.
We'll
Yeah.
just smoke it twice. We could just smoke it
I'll catch it
twice.
when I catch it.
All right, I got you.
We could smoke it twice.
All right, guys, we'll be back right after this.